The INFJ personality is often described as rare, mysterious, and gifted with deep intuition. But what many people don't realize is that this very intuition, while powerful, can feel more like a burden than a blessing. For INFJs, their mind never rests, sits, constantly analyzing, feeling, and predicting. And instead of peace, it often brings exhaustion, isolation, and pain. Let's uncover why the INFJ intuitive mind feels like a curse. 1. Overthinking becomes a daily prison. For most people, a thought comes and goes. But for an INFJ, one thought can spiral into an entire web of possibilities, outcomes, and hidden meanings. Their intuition is like a radar that never switches off, scanning every detail for deeper significance. A small change in a friend's tone, a pause in a conversation, or even silence can set their mind spinning. They'll ask themselves, what did that really mean? What's going on beneath the surface? Did I do something wrong? While this makes them incredibly perceptive, it also creates mental exhaustion. The curse is that INFJs rarely get to live in the moment. They're too busy analyzing the layers underneath it. 2. Seeing what others can't and being dismissed for it. INFJs are natural pattern recognizers. They can sense when someone is lying, when a relationship is about to crumble, or when a situation isn't safe long before anyone else notices. It's like their intuition puts them one step ahead. But here's the painful part. Most people don't believe them. They're told they're too sensitive, reading too much into things, or being dramatic. This constant dismissal can make INFJs question their own sanity. And yet, when things unfold exactly as they predicted, the INFJ is left with a bitter mix of validation. And frustration, validation that they were right, but frustration that nobody listened in time. 3. Emotional absorption without consent. INFJs don't just pick up on external patterns, they pick up on emotional currents. When someone is angry, sad, or anxious, the INFJ feels it in their own body as if those emotions belong to them. Walking into a room, they can instantly sense tension, heartbreak, or hidden hostility, even when no words are spoken. The curse is that they have no choice in this. Their empathy is so deep that they can become weighed down by feelings that aren't even theirs. Imagine living in a world where you can't tell if the heaviness you feel is your own sadness or someone else's exhausting, and it leaves INFJs drained without knowing why. 4. The pain of future sight. INFJ intuition often feels eerily prophetic. They can predict outcomes, sense the direction of relationships, foresee the collapse of plans that others believe are secure. This foresight can feel like carrying an unwanted secret. They know how things will likely unfold, but nobody else is ready to accept it. The curse is twofold either. They stay quiet and silently watch events play out, which eats away at them, or they speak up and risk being ignored or ridiculed. Either way, they carry the weight of knowing things that others can't see yet. 5. The loneliness of being misunderstood. INFJs live in a world of hidden meanings, subtle patterns, and unspoken truths. Most people around them, however, operate on a surface level, focusing on appearances, routine, and the obvious. This creates a disconnect that leaves INFJs feeling profoundly alone. It's not that INFJs don't want to connect. It's that true connection requires depth, and very few people are willing or able to go there. This loneliness becomes one of the heaviest parts of the INFJ curse, always feeling like you're speaking a language most people don't understand. 6. Carrying the weight of responsibility. Because they can see so much, INFJs often feel responsible for guiding and protecting others. If they notice someone heading toward heartbreak, manipulation, or self-destruction, they feel almost morally obligated to step in. But this constant sense of responsibility drains them, especially when their warnings are ignored. The curse here is guilt. INFJs feel guilty if they don't help, guilty if they do help and fail, and guilty even when they succeed, because it comes at the expense of their own peace of mind. 7. A mind that never sleeps. The INFJ mind doesn't have an off button. Even in moments of silence, their intuition is running in the background, analyzing conversations, replaying memories, predicting outcomes. Where others can relax and enjoy stillness, INFJs often find themselves caught in endless streams of thought. This relentless interactivity can make rest and peace nearly impossible. Even at night, many FJs struggle with insomnia or vivid dreams because their subconscious won't stop processing. The curse here is that their greatest strength, intuition, is also their greatest source of unrest. So why does the INFJ intuitive mind feel like a curse? Because it brings relentless overthinking, emotional overload, and a sense of isolation. It reveals truths others aren't ready to see, leaving INFJs with burdens they never asked for. But here's the paradox. This same intuition is also what makes them extraordinary.